Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked. Dev and I are continuing ATO. Last time was not the most favorable session in the world. Cycle 2 is wearing us down, and maybe that was their whole goal. It fits thematically.
I guess.
How our characters are feeling in Sparta. They're just like, fuck everything, and we're like, fuck everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we just got fucking bamboozled, so, and now we've made it back to our haven, so.
Maybe this is like season 1 was cycle 1, where it's like, oh, everything's pretty good. Then you get your teeth kicked in cycle 2, and it's like, oh, this is the way the world actually is.
Yeah.
That was the tutorial in cycle 1. Here's what I just hope that the rest of the cycles aren't this kind of just overbearing to play. It is fitting thematically, which is cool, but or maybe we're just playing it wrong. Maybe we're just so set in like our builds, because the way that the tech trees are, it almost feels like they want you to have a ton of different items. It's like, oh, fighting the burden, let's put on the burden gear. Fighting the Cyclops, put on the Cyclops gear.
That could be the case.
Which would be kind of frustrating if that's how they intended it to be, because that feels very railroaded. Like, you can only this gear works against this thing, instead of being creative with the builds. Or we're calling it now on day 51, because Devin and I already just moved twice. We increased extra doom, and the rest was blockades that luckily didn't affect us on moving to the refugee camp that we need to. But over halfway through the campaign or the cycle, our theory is that they have completely gated damage, and based off our allies or based off our humanity is gonna probably just give us free wounds to the Nietzschean, and that's how we'll beat him. That we're not meant to hit 14s to 16s consistently, because I guess it makes sense if you could hit those consistently. Level 1s and 2s are fucking nothing.
Oh, yeah.
So you're basically... It's possible to wound a level 3 for the Nietzschean and the burden. You just have to have everything go right. So, basically what I'm saying is my expectations against those certain fights are very low until the story...
We won't go into the burden ever again thinking we can defeat him.
Yeah, which I guess in hindsight, because I've obviously organized the game, I've printed off 3D inserts, so I know... I'm pretty sure cycles 4 and 5 have an adversary. I don't remember seeing one for cycle 3.
Yeah.
I've only seen... Are there 3 adversaries total? Because there's not an adversary for each cycle. And those are the only things that carry. So yeah, maybe the burden's not supposed to be beaten. Maybe the pursuer wasn't supposed to be beaten. But he felt at least beatable.
No, he was. And we got there.
Yeah.
We put the work in for him.
But the burden is just fucking whatever. Anyway, all that is to say, we are here. We had a research combat that gave us metal weapons, which aren't amazing. I didn't know if there was anything in there that you wanted to craft.
This was really jumping out at me.
The 2 daggers were good.
I mean, our current kit is just more potent.
Yeah, so... but I did respec Leocules in the Earthshaker to be a little bit more... I mean, he has the Enforced Belt to be able to combo break, but then I crafted Lathe Guards that this cannot be involuntarily exhausted, and it prevents a weapon from being exhausted and being lost. So, like... If I were to permanently lose a weapon, I can actually lose this instead, so that's very nice.
Yeah.
And then Roll Breakers allows me to reduce suffered kickbacks, knockbacks, and pulls by up to 3. I thought there was another thing that prevented... Oh, it was one of the Cyclops autopsies. It was the gear, or wasn't it the body armor that prevented kickbacks and knockbacks?
Yeah, I have to unlock that yet.
Yeah. So, but the Roll Breakers is really nice because it's reduce pulls by up to 3. And they're almost kind of like, they're basically this cycle's version of the Impact Breakers.
Oh.
Because they're like wheels.
Oh,
that almost seem like they like kick on and just So that's pretty much all we changed for everything else. But now you have the ball.
The burden, yes.
Yeah.
That we earned.
Yeah, that we totally earned.
Totally earned, wink wink.
Totally got a nice crit on the burden, and then we ran off.
Yeah.
That's how that went. Because I already know one of the bigger YouTubers, he was talking about this game where Cycle 1 they made it to the final boss and just got their teeth kicked in. And then I think he was saying that they just used the Sisyphus tier and said they won.
Right.
It's like there's no way you're redoing it.
Yeah, no one ever. I don't know what kind of psychopath would do that.
Some guy went
play Madara. We got the end game. You're like, oh, Nightingale died. Well, that was a good campaign. Try again.
All right, never touching this. $400, so going away. Yeah, it's every campaign is a choose your own adventure where you didn't take your hand off the page.
No.
You saw Devin. You saw I didn't take my hand off the page. Yeah, Seth, I saw it. Anyway, so we made it to a refugee camp.
Did it.
That will let us go to a story section. Devin, what is the story section I have to go to?
Where am I reading it from?
It
Here?
should be on the, should tell us the main story. When we...
Or the Argo is on a map pile with a friendly resistance haven during the story step C0128.
Oh, actually, can I see that real quick? With a friendly resistance haven. Oh, okay. Well, luckily we're friendly with... We're friendly.
With all of them.
Is it all of them? Did we get
not the Cyclops.
Or one away, but yes. So the Simicky and the Helots, which luckily the Helots are on there.
So.
Woo! I didn't catch the friendly part. Anyway, you said 0127?
128.
0128. Okay. Go! Alrighty.
It's hard to believe, but you've made it. The Nietzschean threw everything at you, and it was not enough. Exhausted but invigorated by this triumph, you enter the Resistance Haven.
Hey guys, the city ship's over there.
What?
The city ship.
Oh.
The ship the size of a city? Yeah, it's over there. I saw it go down that. It's a one inlet. It's down there. It didn't disappear.
Yeah, we can. Oh, there must be a resistance camp over there. Yeah, let's just go and
That's what I was
slaughter
thinking.
them.
I was like, they have to know where we are at all times. Like, we don't get any sneak
unless
attacks.
like, if this is our city ship, then everything else is probably to scale as well. I mean, we're able to go through these canals.
Yeah.
in Sparta.
Yeah.
So.
Something.
Okay, if you reach the Helot Haven, we have.
Hell's Haven. Welcome to hell.
It takes several days to reach the Helot town. The Argo finally coasting to a halt a short way from the shore. The welcome you receive from the Helots is cordial, if wary. They are clearly fearful of what pursuers might follow you, although they are determined to help in any way they can. You spend 2 days recuperating at this small haven, knowing that you must move on before long, but thankful for the reprieve. The Helots are generous with what supplies they can spare, and even help to treat some of the Argo's wounded.
Nice. We gain 8 relief resources, and we may gain a refugee. May.
Well, we lost 2 from the Cyclops.
That's true. No, we have 3. Like, I'm good. Although we're not even close to max anymore on crew.
A gathering of leaders is mustered in one of the Torloi on the Acropolis deck of the Argo to discuss the defeat that nearly brought this alliance to its knees. As you walk in, there is much anxious conversation around you, numerous faces harboring worry, regret, or open fear. What we survived at the Temple of Man was a most grave defeat, the party leader admits. We thought we had the enemy in a position of weakness, but the Nietzschean knew our every move before we even set foot in the fortress. He planned things out far beyond what we could have imagined. You can see a few bitter gazes among the crowd, people folding their arms as they watch you speak. But a leader must own their mistakes. This much you know. There are those among your allies who will appreciate your honesty. We miscalculated, and we paid a heavy price for that. All of us did. You draw in a slow, painful breath. You did, but we survived and we've learned much. And the Nietzschean, for all his cruel cunning, sacrificed as much, if not more, to bait us. The Empire has been brought closer to the precipice of defeat than ever before. Our intelligence operatives have captured a few officers who were assigned to the Temple of Man. Siagra, one of the Simaki spy masters, says, they claim that it moves at the Nietzschean's whim. It slips into some other place, then appears somewhere else around Laconia. Some other place, one of you mutters. It reminds me of our ordeal on Crete.
Okay. We're so close on all these. Read all of the following that apply if Simaki Diplomacy 7 or higher. Basically, all three of them is 7 or higher, so we get to read 2 of them.
Okay.
Very close on the Cyclops. Simaki, which is C-137. Boop.
Is this a city? Can we do city interactions here?
So this is the last visited city.
Okay,
So
I thought so.
We may have some insights on that. Siagra shifts uncomfortably. We heard reports of an artifact being stored within the Temple of Man. She explains. We didn't believe the rumors at first, but the Spartans, at least those among the upper echelons of their command structure, say that during his campaign in Delphi, the Nietzschean procured the Heart of the Sun, a vital piece of Helios's chariot.
Oh.
We tried to find out what it was, but were never able to get close enough. If it truly is an artifact of divine origin, or even just a powerful machina, then it could be the source of the temple's motion. Any such device would require immense power, Alcibiades declares, standing up. You'd need some kind of extremely refined ambrosia to fuel a process such as this.
Okay, well, that's pretty dope. Gain 15 violent ambrosia resources, which we have 91.
Oh my god.
And okay, so then we go back to 132, and then we are reading the Helots, so 138.
The black ice, a young Helot says, flinching as your eyes turn to her. The Nietzschean brought back entire cargo ships full of it when he returned from Delphi. The Spartans were too occupied with a retreat after the campaign there ended in a stalemate. So they used Helots to move the stolen ice. Those who handled it, some of them claimed they saw strange things, other places. Our world, but different. A land where all of nature had turned against itself. An inverted sun. We thought maybe exposure to the ice had driven them mad. Where did all of this ice go? You ask. To the capital, she shrugs. After that, we know not where it went.
All right, gain 1 progress for story 3B. I'll just put that over there. So we have a progress on 3A for some reason, and we'll have one for 3B.
Okay.
The Cyclops would have given us an Inward Odyssey. But at least none of it's like, again, gatekeeping. Now I'm just paranoid.
Man, that would have been 2 Inward Odysseys we could have had.
Why?
Because we skipped one before because we went with the other option. Going against the...
Oh, yeah.
We'd only be 2 away from completing it.
We are very close, yeah. Okay, then we continue. Okay, well, there's no, like, play here, so... I'll just read it. You looked, Siagra. You speak of this other place, like Plato's cave. You're reminded of the words of the late Minos, king of Crete. We encountered such a thing before. The monster of the Cretan labyrinth warped the world around it, made things shift and move as if floating through an invisible sea. If C2 is marked, I don't know if it is. Choice matrix. Boop. Boop. It is.
Ooh.
So then, if C2 is marked, we go to 192.
Siagra nods in reply. Our scholars had theorized that the labyrinth might have some useful applications. It was part of Miltiades' mission to Crete. Any insights that your scholars could share with us would be of great value.
No.
You suppress the flash of irritation that sparks in your heart. The Simoki, as always, has hidden goals in everything they do. Of course, they were not on Crete merely to help the victims of the conflict that Theseus, an Athenian of all things, had sparked. Siagra, ever the shrewd figure, spots the flickering emotions in your expression, knowing the doubts that assail you. If there is remorse in her, she hides it well. Her eyes meet yours in an unblinking gaze. I will have Miltiades send his lead researchers across to confer with the Argos specialists, she proclaims. Perhaps together we can learn more.
Gain one into an Odyssey.
Okay.
We got it anyway. Argo knowledge, I guess is what it's called. Okay, so we are at 37. Yeah, you're right. We would be three. We'd only be one away if we got all that. 135. Oop.
On Crete, we bound Temenos using a complex machina. Your mind goes to the awe-inspiring tragedy of Ariadne's anchor. Alcibiades, could that effect be replicated to ground the Temple of Man? The master craftsman of the Argo strokes his chin in thought. The
I don't know.
anchor is of Daedalus' design and is inextricably tied to Temenos, the carcass of which we still have on board.
Where? Like this thing has to be like a TARDIS kind of thing. They call it a city ship. It's like it's a metropolis. Is really what it is. Like we have things that we just
Decks
have
upon decks.
Decks, yeah, that's somehow sailing around. And we have the Temenos was massive, like, and we just still have its body on ice somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost it. I mean, with the time warping effects, it wouldn't surprise me.
He adds, eliciting some nervous glances among the gathered. And it puts down its labyrinthian roots, even after death, does it not? The party leader seizes upon the thought. Is that not how we made all that maze flesh equipment for the Titans? It is. You see the gears of Alcibiades' mind working, and a smile creeps onto his face. You would have to sneak into the temple itself, a Helot leader says. The most heavily guarded place in the Empire. And subtly, Siagra muses. Any sign of tampering, and the Nietzschean could shift the temple away in the blink of an eye. The room falls silent. Then the party leader says slowly, You'd have to wear the face of the enemy. And there it is, the most audacious plan yet. Use the face masks of the captured metonym to infiltrate the Temple of Man and leave the Nietzschean an unforgettable souvenir from Crete. A piece of the reality-bending primordial itself.
This is pretty cool.
Make it take root and freeze the edifice in place. Let both false truths cannibalize themselves. talking about walking right into the heart of the Nietzschean's lair, exclaims a Cyclops leader. It's madness, even by your standards, Argonauts.
Sparta.
Party leader grins. And he won't see it coming.
Bleh, it's me. Okay. Well, this is kind of neat, tying Cycle 1 to this one. Mm-hmm. Choose! You have the metonym mask, but you also need proper identities. The Argos' resources are stretched to their limits, and you know that the battles ahead will be harsh. It will pose severe risk to your allies, but they need to take point on this one. Have your allies take the lead in snatching important officials for your infiltration, lose a humanity. Or, looking around at your allies, your friends, you can see that they are just as spent by this war as you are. Undertaking this mission will leave you exposed, but you cannot ask others to take it on in your stead. Have the forces of the Argo take the lead in kidnapping officials to impersonate. Gain 1 doom.
I say let them do some work. We took the whole fucking fight on our shoulders.
The front on the attack. Yeah,
and they did so good against the metonym before. Let's let them handle this one.
Yeah, that's fair. So we lose a humanity, which is...
I mean, as many prisoners as we saved lately, I think we've gained a little karma with all our sexy crits.
Yeah, that's true. That fight, we had so many crits, and I was like, this still sucks. Mm-hmm. Normally crits make you feel good. Where's our luck attribute where we crits on 2s or up?
I know, it's great.
I need my my murderous character that just is 30 strength, 30. Just make every fight trivial. I mean, to be fair, for a game that mimics KDM's battle fight, they feel so different. Mm-hmm. So 141.
The Simoki spymaster nods at your words, realizing the wisdom behind them. Her people are more versed in subtlety and intrigue, and their networks within the Imperial structure run deep. Still, you cannot help but notice the doubtful looks being shared among some of your allies. It has not escaped their notice that you were quick to volunteer another's talents for the effort, rather than risk any of your own people.
Maybe ask the hundreds that died in the fucking on the wall over there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you guys have Titans? No.
No.
No. Interesting.
Yeah. God forbid. Yeah. Oh, you guys already forgot that. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I think we'll let your secrets slip on the shit that you've been hiding.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to combat us? We have Titans. Okay. Repairs and recruitment are underway. If crew or hull is 1 or less, we would gain 1. They're 2. Although I don't know how it'd be less. How do you have... You'd be at 0, which is... Unless 0 is at the very least, and if you have to lose 1 and you can't, you lose the campaign. I don't know. Then we gain a progress, which we can put on the Inward Odyssey. That would actually get us to 38.
Sure.
So... gain a defector.
Hell yeah.
And gain 2 Argo Fate. I don't know why it has put a progress on 3A.
Oh.
Flip story card to side 3B, bearing gifts. For every 3 defectors you have, immediately gain 1 identity card. Well, no idea what those are, but
every 3 we have.
Yeah, so we're drawing 1 identity because we have 4 defectors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So, well, there's the picture of a Cyclops.
Oh, gotcha.
There's a picture of a Cyclops. I'll just go back to this. And his story card, 3B. Boom.
You are the Argonauts, and you have survived the grinder the Nietzschean has put you through. As you lick your wounds in the relative safety of a resistance haven, you are able to process how the bastard did it. As the Nietzschean moves, so does his Temple of Man. The Abyss wills it. If you want to have a chance at defeating him, You need to negate this advantage. A dangerous plan is set in motion. A strike team will infiltrate the heart of the Empire, the very temple of man, to seed the unlikeliest of things, a piece of the maze of Crete, courtesy of the Temenos carcass in your cargo hold. Then, Ariadne's anchor will root the fortress in place. Now, you need to snatch yourselves a few Spartan officials to impersonate.
Nice. Okay. This is cool. I like it. I like the idea. I'm getting some type of vibe on this fortress that teleports from some show that I just cannot place. Maybe it's Star Wars of like the something that like their Imperial fleet or something that teleports around. Take the 6 blue clue 3B cards, the blues clues, and shuffle them. For now, put the red clues aside. This is the identity deck. Each time you gain a progress token, you may draw a card from the deck instead. When you have at least 4 identity cards during the story step, you may see 0, 1, 4, 3. However, you may wish to gain more identity cards before you do that. So luckily we already got one. We got Agiad King. Inner Circle Clearance. Add the Effer clue card to the identity deck, if able. Okay, is that red? I guess that's red. Yeah. I always feel like every time I see a new word, it's like I'm like butchering it. So... yeah, okay, so that's where the red ones come in. So we have one identity already for the defectors.
Nice.
Damn, that would have been nice because we had defectors we were spending too. I think if we didn't use that twice, we would have already been halfway through.
Oh, nice.
But this seems relatively easy to get. So technically, that progress we gained for that one that goes on 3B, we can actually draw another one. Oh yeah, we'll already get to, because
we had the one progress.
We had the one already, and then we just gained another one that we put towards Inward Odyssey, which again we could not. We could just draw another identity.
Gotcha.
We'd already have 3.
We need 4.
Yeah, we need 4.
Gotcha.
Or more. So for the progress that we had on 3B, we got Hippies Commander, military clearance. Add the Hermes Hoplites Commander clue card to the identity deck. What do you think? You'd rather have the Inward Odyssey?
I do like the idea of finishing it up.
Okay. Yeah. Hermes Hoplites. Okay. So these actually give us stuff.
Okay.
The red clue cards. These are just, they add. So I guess that's why they say you can draw more, just to probably get the new ones, like the Effer. When you have this card, add 1 to all save tests that allow you to mitigate hull loss.
Oh, nice.
And then the Hermes Hoplites, when you have this card, each time you use the Expedition ability from the Titan Hunting technology, add 1 to the result. So they give us some permanent...
Well, yeah, we lost like 3 Titans.
Yeah, we're actually kind of... we're not low. It's not like we're going to lose off Titans. But, yeah, they've been kind of dying left and right. To be fair, they've been getting sacrificed through the story.
Story lost 3, and yeah, we use it.
So, but there we go. So we got 2 out of... I almost want to say fucking the one that we got on for 3A didn't even do anything.
You know, it's the same card.
From 2B, it was like, oh, because, right, it said put a progress on the next story card, and it didn't even ask or do anything.
Yeah, I mean, still the same card.
Sure! We're just
Third one!
Hey, third clue card. It's
the
F4. So, when you have this card, add 1 to all save tests that allow you to mitigate hull loss.
Nice.
Add the High Priest of Man clue card. There it is. And this one If we get it, when you have this card, add 1 to all save tests that allow you to mitigate Doom.
I like mitigating Doom.
Doom mitigation is pretty sweet. Luckily, I mean, we've scoured almost all of fucking Sparta, so unlike in Cycle 1 where we had to basically hunt around for 1 million progress, we're pretty much able to kind of get...
Yeah. I mean, this was Helios, though. Helios, because the Helots are the natural inhabitants of this area. But the Spartans took it over.
Yes.
Okay. And they enslaved the Helots.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my understanding. Okay. There we go. So we got 3 identity out of 4. That's pretty hot.
Nice!
And then we go to Inward Odyssey. Which, it's 30... What are we on right now? 38, so we need 37, 38.
Okay.
Which is 109. What is 37? Oh, it's probably going to be right here. Unyielding. Okay. Yep, okay.
The Triskelion void feels different somehow. Empty. You imagine you're floating in a black sea of nothingness. Blind and directionless. Lonely. You don't know how much time passes before you feel a strange pull. Cold. Windy. You allow yourself to be drawn in that way, yearning for any kind of connection. Huh? A man in thick fur coat says, his words barely audible in the snowstorm. Would you look at that? There are about a dozen similarly clothed individuals here. The top is flat, a woman concludes, following the man's gaze. So it would stop rolling down. How'd he do it? Over a very long span of time, the man says wryly. Eons, maybe. Each time he took a piece of the mountain with him until it became flat. Nothing is eternal, it seems. Not even eternal punishment. Ingenious. Shame. And debatable. A third, older woman says, trying to shout over the unrelenting blizzard. He did get caught again, in a less poetic trap. Where's the rock? He buried it in debris from the dismantled mountain, which itself became a mountain. But the Geganese conundrum event unearthed a part of it. The older woman nods slowly. Send a team to dig it out, then. We'll... You are suddenly yanked out from the vision, a sense of overwhelming dread filling you. Where were you? Who were these people? How did you... There was no connection, either to a Titan or anyone else, says the sage, monitoring your life signs. This was not a junction, just you and the Argo. A recording of some kind? When the old priest hears your account, he nods thoughtfully. I know not those people, but there is enough here to infer who they were talking about. That haunt from another eon, Sisyphus. This is a harbinger of hardships, but I believe you are ready to face them.
No, we're not. We tried.
Okay, this is interesting. So this confirms what I was saying earlier. If the burden is not the adversary yet, you may willingly replace the Hermesian pursuer with it. Read the Sinister Awakening special. If you do so, permanently discard the Pursuer Imperative gear card and gain the Pursuer Ultimatum gear card. If the burden is the adversary, gain 1 retractable mechanism or relief shell fragment resource chosen at random. Then during your next burden battle, the peak is considered to be a zone 3 from the highest board edge. So the furthest, the next 3 spaces is actually the peak. So it's easier to escape.
Okay, nice.
So that's nice. Sometimes some of the Inward Odysseys, and especially the Dreams of Pharos, I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Sometimes it's just like, oh, okay. I think it's probably just it needs to be more visual for me. But
I guess it sounded like Sisyphus had dismantled the mountain to escape. The way they were talking.
Let's see. Yeah, he buried it in debris with the dismantled mountain, which itself became a mountain. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you might have a better grasp on it than I do. Oh, can you roll a die for me? Evens will be the
10. Oh shit! I called it.
Okay, so evens is going to be the, I guess, retractable mechanism.
I'm banking this.
Making this 10. Like whenever you just roll a d20 and it's a 20, it's like I'm banking this.
Yeah, this is my 20. I earned this.
This was a legit roll. I'm saving it. Okay. So next burden battle. We're not going to remember that. At least I'm not. I don't even know where to put that because it's not scripted. I guess the notes I kind of see pretty consistently. Because Sisyphus was just a guy, that was punished by Zeus to roll the boulder uphill for eternity. So it's like, where are these characters? Okay. Next. Alright, next burden. Burin has the peak at a zone 3 from board edge. Okay. Hopefully we see that. That'll make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And
We're going to kill him next time.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Somehow the 2s are harder because by the time we're at level 3, we're kind of leveled up in rage and stuff. But having 2s be 10s and shit is way more difficult. Okay, and then last Inward Odyssey is 38 Days of Aeons Past.
The sudden cold spell you've been experiencing for the past few days has taken the Argo by surprise. You've seen hoarfrost build up on the railings. You've noticed your breath becoming visible, condensed. A thick, chilling fog settles over the Riverworks Canal. There is not enough winter clothing to go around, and many people huddle below deck for warmth. Many don't have that luxury and need to stay at their posts. As you make your circuit around the Acropolis deck to boost the morale and check if everyone is doing fine, you hear an ominous crack in the distance, as if the earth itself is rent asunder. Everyone stops what they are doing, their eyes glued to the bow of the Argo. For a moment, nothing happens. Then, an enormous mountain of blackened ice comes into view, and you feel you are pulled to port as your massive city ship tries to make an impossible turn and avoid a head-on collision.
Iceberg!
For a moment, it looks like you won't make it. Then the black iceberg passes by the side of the ship, raising the hull. Snow and broken ice falls down on the deck, and people scramble for safety. You're frozen in place, for in the semi-reflective surface of the ice you see... What is that, what you see? A landscape bound by ice, a towering wall of nothingness, primordials that bend time itself to their will, and the helpless people caught in the chaos, trying to survive. An aspirant in the shadow of his father, ever striving, ever failing, Delphi. Then you hear a distant voice, like a still uncertain echo of a future to be. You helped me, so I have undone the eschaton, reversed the calamity that consumed your world. Then you are free of the iceberg and the vision passes, leaving only a sense of renewed hope. So there is a way. And if you only remain true to your convictions, you will see your mission realized. Delphi, not yet, but soon.
Interesting. We gain a humanity,
Okay.
and this is the interesting part. So we're back to 18 humanity. We're making our comeback. By the end of this, we'll be head back to 0. And we gain 1 diplomacy with the Delphians, which is cycle 3.
Oh, okay.
If you gain 2 Argonauts, if you gain 2 Argophate, we can gain a Sisyphus tier.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been spending them.
we have. That puts us at 5 Argophate. And then...
Sisyphus!
Yeah. Which, I mean, we have 3 now.
Nice.
2 priests, 3 Sisyphus tiers, and no more Pygmalion stones. Which is a shame. How many cores do we have? We have a Temenos core, a Cyclonus core, Hermesian Pursuer core, and a Chimera Metastat. 2 of them. But that is the Argo knowledge. Or the Inwards Odyssey.
Nice.
So, that is it for this segment. So now we just need...
Another identity?
1 more progress just to be able to draw progress to at least continue 3B.
So once we get 4, it moves on.
Once we get to 4, we can choose to progress that.
Okay.
But we could draw more if we
get more bonuses.
Yeah. Seems
So if
like
we have enough, because some of these give us static bonuses.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going to call for how many, like who we actually have as identities. That would be pretty cool. So, or if they just give us passive buffs. But I don't know what the plan is next. We have a direct goal for that, for 3A. Kind of have a couple days left to travel. We have so 4 days of travel before we have to do our next scheduled fight. Could be neat. Could find a city somewhere soon, and that would give us even more progress.
Yeah.
A chance to get more progress, but we shall see. Going to call this episode here. Hope you're enjoying. Stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time day it is for you.